just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him. Because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm, he may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10. Winston. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Mayfield off the play fake. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From the red zone now, Mayfield. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first down throw for Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action now, Winston. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he'll find Hall. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Winston. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff for Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards. Short of the first down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he finds McLaurin. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play that time on the catch and run. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Callaway, the return man.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Winston. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Harris returning. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They run the toss now with Gibson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Callaway, the return man. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield looks to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to... And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. On play action, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Washington. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. On second down, a run with Gibson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Kamara. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go play action. Winston. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Jameis to throw it. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Callaway, the return man. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Gibson. Able to push his way through. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
You call it? Yeah. Come on, boys!
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action.